Baby bus!
Dino Warriors Episode 6. T-Rexy Warrior Transform. In Jura City, countless dandelions were floating up in the air and then fell on people's heads.
Watch out! These dandelions are weird! Don't let them fall on your head!
As soon as Halsey finished speaking, he saw a dandelion approaching him.
Let me blow it away!
Swift as he was, Halsey puffed out his mouth and blew hard. That dandelion was blown away, but more were falling.
I blow. I blow. I blow. I keep blowing. Oh.
The funny Halsey twisted his body to avoid the dandelions, and after a while he got exhausted and was panting heavily.
Hey, Esten, come and follow my exercise. Huh?
Halsey squinted his eyes and suddenly found that Esten looked serious, and the pterosaur watch in his hand began to glow.
Pterosaury Warrior, transform!
The pterosaur watch emitted a dazzling blue light, and numerous blue digital symbols were rushing out of the watch, forming a superstorm. These digital symbols formed the shape of a pterosaur. Esten stretched out his right hand and snapped his fingers forcefully. The pterosaur spun in the air and then turned into a set of blue dinosaur scale armor. Covered with the scale armor, Esten took a step forward forcefully, and a pair of huge wings spread out behind him.
Storm of Pterosaur!
Esten shouted loudly and pushed up with both hands. Suddenly, the wind was blowing violently, forming a tornado-like storm. All the dandelions were smashed by the storm and blown to the side.
Whoa, oh my! Look, that's so cool!
Oh, that's Pterosaur! Look at the armor!
It's in the shape of a pterosaur!
The people on the street suddenly exploded, and they all stared at Esten in shock.
That's not fair! He just cared about showing off. I'm gonna transform too!
Halsey was dissatisfied. He muttered and suddenly flew into the air. Oh, how is that possible? Oh, it wasn't him. It was Esten who grabbed him and was about to fly to the next destination.
Halsey, we have to get rid of these dandelions quickly, or the consequences would be disastrous.
I know! T-Rex, transform! Huh?
Halsey shouted loudly, but the transforming watch didn't respond to him at all.
Halsey, I told you, it's not about looking cool. It's about your belief in being brave and courageous and not afraid of sacrifice. That's the way it should be. And that's what it takes to be a Dino Warrior.
But yes, I am brave.
Esten shook his head, put down Halsey, and surged into the sky.
A storm of Pterosaur!
The storms hit one after another, clearing dandelions over the city. Looking at the super determined and inspiring Esten, Halsey frowned, deep in thought. On the top of a tall but unfinished building, situated at an abandoned construction site, a quirky plant monster crouched on the edge of the rooftop, overlooking the city of Jura. Its head was a large dandelion flower, and its body, hands, and feet were composed of branches and leaves. Corporal Snobby put 2 paws on the back of the plant monster, whirring and playing with the dandelion seeds over the monster's head.
Blow, blow, blow! What a smart puppy I am! Woo, 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 woo.
Those dandelion seeds were blown away by Corporal Snobby and drifted into the distance. After that, they grew again.
Whoa, What a brave puppy I am! Woo, 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 woo.
Corporal Snobby was exhausted, but excited.
General, come over here and blow together. It's super fun!
General Abby in the corner looked unhappy.
Stop teasing! Find Dino Warrior quickly!
General, I'm not teasing. I'm letting dandelion seeds fly over the city and control human beings. I'm doing it on purpose. I'm doing it so Dino Warriors will show up. Woo!
Corporal Snobby blinked his eyes. Suddenly he noticed a tornado rising into the sky in the distance.
Hey there, look over there!
General Abby also noticed the tornado blowing. He slowly clenched his fists. In the empty park, Esten launched another tornado-like storm. And this time, he was exhausted and almost out of breath. Halsey was anxious. He wanted to help, but couldn't do anything.
Esten, are you okay?
I'm alright.
Esten let out a sigh of relief, but hardly. His voice had faded away. A sturdy branch swung over and hit Esten badly off guard. Suddenly, smoke and dust were everywhere, but Esten had disappeared.
Esten! Esten!
Halsey was completely stunned when seeing a huge figure descending from the sky. Oh my! Plant monster! And overhead, a dark cloud slowly passed over.
General, it was the two of them who bullied your lackey last time.
I didn't expect the new generation of Dino Warriors were so little and so weak.
Standing on the dark cloud, General Abby's eyes flashed fiercely, while Corporal Snobby beside him wagged his tail happily and kept sticking out his tongue.
Is he also a Dino Warrior?
No. This guy is just an ordinary human kid. Nothing special.
It doesn't matter. Just get rid of them altogether, plant monsters.
The arm of the plant monster suddenly lost control and grew crazily, lashing at Halsey like a whip.
No!
Halsey rolled around in embarrassment and narrowly avoided the attack of one arm, but the other arm was just smashing down again.
Oh, I am doomed!
And at this moment, Esten's voice came from the mist not far away.
Edge of the storm!
The endless wind blew over like sharp blades. Suddenly, Plant Monster's arm was broken, and the fracture was so smooth, as if cut by a knife. Someone rushed out of the mist and protected Halsey right in front of him.
Esten!
Halsey! Hurry up and hide!
No! I'm also a Dino Warrior! I can't leave you alone!
Esten was just about to say something, but suddenly he broke out in cold sweat, finding that the branches and leaves of the plant monster's broken arm were wriggling normally and growing rapidly. In the blink of an eye, everything returned to normal.
Super speedy regeneration?
Exactly. Your attack has absolutely no effect on it. Wake up, Dino Warriors!
General Abby put his hands on his hips and couldn't help laughing out loud.
Plant Monster, launch another attack!
Plant Monster stomped hard with both feet, and the 2 feet got deeply plunged into the ground.
Watch out!
Suddenly, Esten grabbed Halsey, flapping the wings dramatically. He carried Halsey and quickly rose to the sky. In no time, the ground was trembling violently, and numerous branches quickly stretched upward, waving wildly.
Edge of the storm!
The storm cut branches one after another. But once they were cut, they grew again and recovered quickly.
Don't underestimate the pterosaur. It's never easy to outspeed the pterosaur.
Esten held Halsey and flew back and forth, but the branches became denser.
Halsey, this monster has regeneration ability. My tactic doesn't work on him. Now I can only rely on you. Hey, what are you looking at?
Huh? Oh, I don't know why. All of a sudden, I just want to watch the sunset quietly.
No, that's impossible!
Esten suddenly had a bad gut feeling. He hurriedly looked over Halsey's head. And sure enough, branches and leaves had already grown on Halsey's head. Oh, these were sunflowers.
Halsey, are you okay?
Huh? No, nothing. Wow, the sun is so beautiful.
Turn your head around! The enemy is right in front!
Esten's forehead was covered in a cold sweat. And suddenly he felt he couldn't move his feet anymore. Oh my, they got stranded by the branches.
Oh no! Oh.
Esten gritted his teeth and released Halsey. His entire body was dragged down to the ground this time. Countless branches were waving all over the sky, slashing toward Esten fiercely.
Esten!
Halsey shouted anxiously, but couldn't do anything, and simply watched the branches engulf Esten.
Hurry up! Run, Halsey! Hurry up!
Esten fell to the ground. His breath weakened, and he began to lose consciousness.
Oh no! No!
General Abby's arrogant laugh, Esten's painful murmur, and the heavy footsteps of Plant Monster. All these sounds hurt Halsey badly, and time seemed to freeze. Halsey rushed to Esten desperately, and there seemed to be a huge flame inside him that was just about to explode at any time.
T-Rexy Warrior! Transform!
Halsey's transforming watch suddenly lit up, and a beam of light surged into the sky.
What? What's that?